In 2010, a single diplomatic cable changed how 5 countries spoke to each other forever. Welcome to Smart Politics, where we explore the documents that reshaped our world. Today, we're examining how WikiLeaks' release of diplomatic cables transformed international relations overnight. Before November 2010, diplomatic communications remained largely hidden from public view. Countries spoke one way in public press conferences and another way behind closed doors. WikiLeaks changed this with the release of over 250,000 diplomatic cables, the largest leak of confidential government documents in history. These cables weren't just memos, they were the private thoughts of ambassadors, intelligence assessments never meant for public eyes, and candid evaluations of world leaders by American diplomats. What happened next would permanently alter how nations communicate. Let's examine one of the most significant cables from this release, the assessment of Saudi King Abdullah urging the United States to cut off the head of the snake by attacking Iran's nuclear facilities. The cable, sent from the US Embassy in Riyadh and dated April 20, 2008, reveals that while Saudi Arabia publicly maintained diplomatic relations with Iran, privately they were advocating for military action against their regional rival. On screen, we can see the key section of the document. Visual, highlighted section of the diplomatic cable. The document continues with similar sentiments from leaders in Egypt, Jordan, and the UAE, all publicly maintaining cordial relations with Iran while privately supporting potential military action. What makes this document so significant is how it revealed the gap between public and private diplomacy in the Middle East. The nations involved suddenly found their actual positions exposed, creating immediate diplomatic tensions across multiple borders. The release of this cable had 4 major consequences. First, it forced a recalibration of Middle Eastern diplomacy. Nations could no longer easily maintain contradictory public and private positions. Second, it strengthened Iran's regional position by exposing the coalition aligned against them, allowing Iranian leaders to point to evidence of conspiracy. Third, it reduced trust in American diplomatic confidentiality. Nations became more hesitant to share candid assessments, knowing leaks were possible. Finally, it gave citizens unprecedented insight into how international relations actually function, forcing greater accountability on diplomatic statements. The diplomatic fallout was immediate. Saudi Arabia publicly denied the statements. Iran summoned diplomatic representatives from multiple countries, and the US State Department launched a worldwide diplomatic damage control effort. This single document demonstrates the power of WikiLeaks to transform international relations through transparency. What was once hidden became visible, changing the calculations of diplomats worldwide. In our next video, we'll examine how Japanese-US security arrangements were affected by similar leaks, revealing another dimension of international diplomacy exposed through WikiLeaks. If you found this analysis valuable, subscribe for more examinations of the documents that changed our world.